What's up, everyone？ 我是麦克老师，今天我来教大家怎么掌握英语里的动词时态第二期。What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to part 2 of the 100 most commonly used English verbs and their verb tenses. As always, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe. Help me out. Leave me a like down below and share the video. Also, if you want a PDF list of these 100 commonly used verbs and their verb tenses, you can also find information below on how to get that. So today is part 2, the most commonly used regular verbs in English. If you haven't yet seen part 1, I highly recommend you first go and watch it. I give a lot of introductory information about verbs and verb tenses, and in this video, I'm just going to do a really brief review. The goal of these two videos is to try to make English verb tenses as simple as possible, because it is, in fact, extremely complicated. So to simplify it, let's have a look at this chart once again really quickly. You can see the most used tense is simple present, followed by simple past and simple future. We also use present perfect and present continuous quite often. The remaining 7 of 12 verb tenses we're not going to focus on here in these videos. There are lots of little rules and exceptions, and I'll do my best to point them out. Alright, let's start with the 50 most common regular verbs in English. Remember, regular verbs are a little easier than irregular verbs because the past tense always ends in D or ED. For example, the first regular verb we're talking about today, want. There's want, wanted, wanting. That's all. The order of the tenses will be sentence 1, simple present, 2, simple past, 3, simple future, 4, present perfect, 5, present continuous. Let's begin. Want, simple present. I want to go out to eat tonight. Simple past. I wanted to go out to eat tonight. Simple future. I will want to go to that restaurant tonight. Present perfect. I have wanted to go to that restaurant for a long time. Present continuous. I am wanting to try that restaurant for a long time. If you remember from the last video, some verbs are stative verbs. For stative verbs, we very seldom use the present continuous tense. Normally, we just use the simple present tense. So you probably will never hear a native speaker say, I am wanting to try that restaurant tonight. Look, simple present. She wants to look for a new dress. Simple past. She looked for a new dress but didn't find one. Simple future. She will look for a new dress. Just like before, you can see the simple future is quite easy. Just put will before the verb and you got it. I'm not going to give examples of simple future after this one. Present perfect. She has looked for a new dress. Like simple future, we can see present perfect is also pretty simple. Just add have or has before the verb. I won't be doing examples of present perfect with the remaining verbs. Present continuous. She is looking for a new dress. So now the new verb tense order is 1, simple present, 2, simple past, and 3, present continuous. Use, simple present. We can use chopsticks to eat. Simple past. We used chopsticks to eat. Present continuous. We are using chopsticks to eat. Call. We call our grandparents all the time. We called our grandparents yesterday. We are calling our grandparents now. Try. They try to be helpful. They tried to be helpful. They are trying to be helpful. Ask. I ask a lot of questions. I asked a lot of questions. I am asking a lot of questions. Need. He needs to change his diet. He needed to change his diet, but he didn't. He is needing to change his diet. Again, need is a stative verb, so we seldom say needing. Seem. Pandas seem very lazy. The pandas seemed very lazy yesterday. The pandas are seeming very lazy. Again, seem is a stative verb, so we don't need to say seeming. Just use the simple present. The pandas seem lazy. Help. The doctor can help you treat your illness. The doctor helped you treat your illness. The doctor is helping you treat your illness. Talk. I want to talk to you. I talked to you already. I'm talking to you, not him. Turn. Bob always turns his car into the wrong driveway. Bob turned his car into the wrong driveway. Bob is turning his car into the wrong driveway. Start. The game starts at noon. The game started at noon. The game is starting at noon. With some verbs like this one, you will notice the simple present tense and the present continuous tense have the same meaning. The game starts at noon is the same as the game is starting at noon. Play. Sarah plays basketball really well. Sarah played basketball really well. Sarah is playing basketball really well today. Move. They need to move. They moved yesterday. They are moving today. Like. I like to eat ice cream. I liked eating ice cream, but I learned it's not healthy. I'm liking to eat ice cream. Like is a stative verb, so we don't say liking very much. Live. George lives in Paris. George lived in Paris. George is living in Paris. Believe. We believe in aliens. We believed in aliens, but not anymore. We are believing in aliens. Believe, stative verb. Don't need to say believing very much. Happen. It can happen to anyone. It happened to her. It's happening to her. Provide. The school provides free lunch. The school provided free lunch. The school is providing a free lunch. Include. My paycheck includes overtime pay. My paycheck included overtime pay. My paycheck is including overtime pay. Include, stative, not too much. Continue. The rain continues to fall. The rain continued to fall. The rain is continuing to fall. Change. We want to change our airline tickets. We changed our airline tickets. We are changing our airline tickets. Watch. Jane watches 10 movies per week. Jane watched 10 movies last week. Jane is watching 10 movies this week. Follow. She follows you on Instagram. She followed you on Instagram. She is following you on Instagram. In this example, all three sentences basically have the exact same meaning. So pick the one that's easiest for you. Stop. The cars stop at the traffic light. The cars stopped at the traffic light. The cars are stopping at the traffic light. Create. Developers create new apps for our convenience. Developers created new apps for our convenience. Developers are creating new apps for our convenience. Allow. The teacher allows me to leave early. The teacher allowed me to leave early. The teacher is allowing me to leave early. Add. I can add wood to the fire. I added wood to the fire. I'm adding wood to the fire. Open. The store opens at 10 a.m. The store opened at 10 a.m. The store is opening at 10 a.m. Walk. Jenny walks about 5 kilometers every day. Jenny walked about 5 kilometers yesterday. Jenny is walking about 5 kilometers today. Wish. I wish we had more time together. I wished we had more time together. I am wishing we had more time together. Nope. Stative verb, remember. He remembers me from the party. He remembered me from the party. He is remembering me from the party. Stative verb 又来了 Love. Katie loves him so much. Katie loved him so much. Katie is loving him so much. Stative verb close. The flower shop closes at 6 p.m. The flower shop closed at 6 p.m. The flower shop is closing at 6 p.m. Order. John orders the same dish every day. John ordered the same dish today. John is ordering the same dish today. Wait. She waits for her kids at school. She waited for her kids at school, but didn't see them. She is waiting for her kids at school. Serve. The waiter serves beer and wine. The waiter served beer and wine. The waiter is serving beer and wine. Die. He is expected to die of cancer. He died of cancer. He is dying of cancer. Expect. They expect the baby any day. They expected the baby yesterday. They are expecting the baby any day. Stay. We stay in 5-star hotels. We stayed in a 5-star hotel. We are staying in a 5-star hotel. Dance. We dance on the street for fun. We danced on the street for fun. We are dancing on the street for fun. Kill. They kill a lot of mosquitoes. They killed a lot of mosquitoes. They are killing a lot of mosquitoes. Suggest. I suggest you try the cheeseburger. I suggested you try the cheeseburger. I'm suggesting you try the cheeseburger. Raise. She raises her children alone. She raised her children alone. She is raising her children alone. Pass. He passes the ball really well. He passed the ball really well. He is passing the ball really well today. Require. The school requires us to take a test. The school required us to take a test. The school is requiring us to take a test. Compare. She compares all the mobile phones before buying one. She compared all the mobile phones before she bought one. She is comparing all the mobile phones before buying one. Decide. He is trying to decide if he wants to marry her or not. He decided he will marry her. He is deciding if he wants to marry her or not. Fix. The mechanic fixes bikes. The mechanic fixed my bike. The mechanic is fixing my bike. And for the last verb, accept, I want to once again use all 5 of the most commonly used verb tenses just to have a little review. Accept, simple present. I accept the responsibility of this mistake. Simple past. I accepted the responsibility of this mistake. Simple future. I will accept the responsibility of this mistake. Present perfect. I have accepted the responsibility of this mistake. Present continuous. I am accepting the responsibility of this mistake. So there we go, the 100 most commonly used verbs in English and their most commonly used verb tenses. This is a really complex and complicated topic. So keep it simple. Focus on the commonly used verbs and the commonly used verb tenses. Once you've mastered those, then you can go back and study the lesser used verbs and the lesser used verb tenses. I hope this 2-part series about verb tenses was helpful to you. If you want to download the PDF of these 100 commonly used verbs and their verb tenses, you can also find information about that below. If you found this video helpful, why don't you go ahead and just subscribe to my channel, or at least leave me a like below and help me by sharing the video. I hope all of you have an amazing day. 我是麦克老师，下次再见。